We started the season off having practice at 6 o'clock in the morning in the Boston Athletic Club, and practice at that time was really hard because getting up in the winter months and going to 2-hour practice at that time is hard for any college kid. But I think it made us realize that we really wanted to make ourselves better, and it gave us discipline and really helped in the long run improving how we played. For the first time in Emerson history, the softball team traveled out to California for spring break, and this was a major difference for us. We usually travel to Florida and see some pretty good teams, but in California, they have some of the best teams in the country.
I think the California trip helped us prepare competitively. We came in knowing that we could face good teams and play head-to-head with them, which meant that once we got back to Boston and played maybe not as good of teams, we'd have the upper hand. It also helped us, I think, as a team grow closer. Living together, spending that much time together helps anyone bond, especially in a different environment. And I think that made us all around a better team.
He knows I'm gonna stay. California, California, dreaming of such a winter's day.
From the get-go, being on the softball team was like being in an automatic group of friends. Even before the season started, we had each other and we went out together. Even on and off the field, we were always together, spending time together, getting to know each other. By the end of the season, it was kind of like you could rely on everyone else to get you through the day. We all had the same complaints. We all had the same mentality. We all wanted to win. We all wanted to help each other get there.
My experience with the team so far has been a great one. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I first came in here, not knowing the girls, but we've all become really close, and I wouldn't trade it in for any other experience.
My experience on the team, I feel like after coming out of this, after finishing up my freshman year, this team has really felt like more of a sorority. I mean, you have your upperclassmen who have been like your guidance, and then I became really close with the freshman girls. I mean, we all lived together, so that was pretty cool.
My mindset is to win. I know that we have a very talented team, and we all worked really hard in the off season. The goal of one thing, and that was to be able to do something great this year and be the best team that we could be. I really want to bring it home championship for the seniors. That would be really, really nice.
Yellow phone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly back it up, go. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch, your mud right. We come together, holding hands and holler hood life. We all strapping all black, it's like Bud Light. All we do is scream. Take me out to the ball.
Basically, every team that we face plays up to us, so sometimes we do play down to their level, and that's when we find ourselves in sticky situations, but for the most part we always come through, and it might not be a pretty win, and but a W is a W, and we'll take it.
I went into this season thinking and expecting something completely different than what actually turned out. It was nice to be the team that was in first place, and it was nice to have the confidence knowing that we could generally probably be the team that ends up in first place. So that whole like top dog mindset was kind of interesting. The season itself was really intense and 20 times more intense than high school, but it was fun to say the least.
Practices were, for the most part, the same thing every time, which was nice to have consistency and know what was expected of us at practice, what was expected of us at games. As a catcher, I spent a lot of time doing bullpen for the pitchers, and it was nice to get to know my pitchers and feel like I had a connection with them both through practice and during games. We work hard regardless of where we're at, whether it be practice or during the games, and that helps us go into games knowing that we're ready to play and that we're prepared.
2, 3 strikes, you're out. That's the old ball game.
With games, I feel like what we struggle the most on is our energy levels and playing up to our highest potential throughout the whole game. Sometimes we come to a slow start with hitting, and then we finally come through at the very last second. And other times, like with our defense, we'll be up 1 inning, and then we'll just lose momentum and then just make stupid errors. But that's just part of the game. It's pretty hard in this conference because I feel like no one is at our level of play, so it's pretty difficult to keep up that energy level.
Overall, we did what we needed to do. At the end, we were in first place of the GNAC. And through every weekend, through our double headers day after day, and all the hard practices and bad games and bad calls, we hung in there and came out on top. I wouldn't trade this experience for anything else.
ECSB, who are on 3.
1, 2!